That's what it looks like. And that's what the back looks like. Now, we're going to make these skewers. You make 3 of these skewers. The skewers are just from Dollarama skewers you get this time of year. And they go in like this. And that little bend is so you can flip them. Cook one side. I don't know if you can see that. You cook one side, and then for however long, and then you take it out, flip it over, and that's what that little bend does. So you make 3 of those. I've made 2 so far. I'll show you how to make a 3rd one. Okay, we got this pair of pliers. About the width of the pliers in from the first curve. Oh, we got these going. I'll make them all the same. Okay, you bend it down, and you bend it so that if this is the line, it's at 45 degrees to that. That's how much you bend that. Okay, now you grab it there again. Make sure you're bending in the same plane by looking down it. And you bend it hard again. And this time you want a pretty good bend. This bend, you want it to end up at right angles to that line. This one's 45 degrees, this one ends up at right angles. Okay, and then once again, see about that much width there, you gotta eyeball this. You take it and you bend another looking down the plane of your bends, you bend another 45 into it. Maybe a little steeper. So we got 45, right angle, 45. And then last of all, grab it here, and you bend this back so it's in the same line as you started with. It's not exact, but see, so 45 degree bend it so it's at a right angle, and then a 45 again, and then bend it so it's straight a line again. So that's how you make the skewers. And then measure it off, put it through so that at the deepest at the shallowest setting, that's that one, there's just a bit of it sticking out on this end. I already measured these ones, so I'm going to cut this one off the same length as these ones. These are hard to cut. I got different pair of pliers here because they're the only ones that will cut them. There you go. So there you go, your 3 skewers. That's the whole stove. You can put hot dogs on here and kebabs. I'm going to try them. We'll try some of the, I don't know if you can hear it. It's really raining still outside. So you'd skewer your dogs on there. Put them on there. And then you direct the propane torch nozzle fire into there from the back. And you watch them from the front, and halfway done. Halfway cooked, or half, do the other side. I don't know, 4 minutes. We'll check that out. And that flips them over. So that's the stove and the skewers. Now the tank you have to make some preparation for because it'll roll around. You're gonna end up laying it on its side. What you're gonna end up doing is putting them in line like this. And you gotta direct the torch flame into the hole. And to do that, you gotta keep this from rolling. So I'll show you how to make a chock for the tank. Chock spelled C-H-O-C-K, not the other way. So for the chock for the tank, we don't need these anymore. We don't need that. We don't need that. We won't toss those because they're small. leftover bit. Now for the chalk, all we need is you get a coat hanger and you cut. This is a coat hanger, coated plastic. Get a coat hanger, cut the hook and the curly bits off, straighten it out as best you can. Take it, bend it around the tank, wrap it around the tank. So she makes it good, sharp, something like that. You might have to pull this down. We have to wrap this on something smaller. Hold on, what do we got? Uh-oh, that was bad, bumping the camera. We gotta find something a little smaller than the tank. Bump the camera getting cut. Okay, I got this. The prototype that I made last year and worked pretty good. So we'll bend this around it. Oops. I'm spazzing this up. I'm usually better at these kinds of things. Okay, there, get a couple good wraps around there at that size. And now it should be tight on, no, it's still not quite on the tank. We'll manually adjust this for a tighter curve. I'll take some screwing around here. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do this off camera. Okay, I guess that's good now. Okay, now you want to bend this back out so these are straight. You want to bend this back out so these are kind of like that with the spring. Cut those off at a reasonable width. Good. Now you got to put a bend in this. I do it at the edge of a table. You put it on the edge of something. You got to bend this right there in half. So I'm going to do that at the edge of the table. Start the bend. Trying to get this right. Okay. Get there. Okay, there's our chocolate. Bend it a bit more. Do this. Okay, there's our chalk, C-H-O-C-K. That lets us, you can adjust this a bit. There's the chalk. It keeps the tank from rolling. Now you got a good way to adjust it. You put the barbecue down like that. Okay, and so you can adjust the torch and then adjust the angle of it. So that it blows into the hole. It takes some. And like I say, depending on the height of things, you can rotate it and rotate this to get a higher blast with the torch. So that's it for making the whole setup. We'll have to give it a shot now. If it ever quits raining, we'll go out in the yard or maybe go out for a bike ride in the park, and it all fits in the backpack pretty easy. Oh yeah, the chop is made like this, so when you're transporting it, it all fits in there. So you take and the torch nozzle fits in there. And so that's all you're taking with you for a little weenie roast barbecue or kebabs. I'll try some kebabs too. But when the weather gets nicer, quits raining outside, we'll go give that a try. So for now, good hunting in Sweetwater, my friends.